Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. And welcome my fellow Yucca Valians and YouTubers alike. Today, we're going to be going into the swap meet to see what some of the locals are selling. I got no idea. You never know what to expect when you go into the swap meet. Sometimes it's like finding a diamond in a rough or a needle in a haystack, and all there is to look at is some really cool old historic items. Other times there's just nothing there and people are just trying to offload their trash. That being said, let's go see what kind of gems we can find at the local swap meet. Alright, fellow Yucca Valians and fellow YouTubers alike, we're going to go into the Historical Sky Theater swap meet. This is a Saturday, and usually you can find a diamond in the rough or some special gem there. You never know what's going to be there. Sometimes it's just people offloading their garbage. Other times you find something pretty cool. So let's just go walk around and see what we can find. Alright, so right out the gate they had some license plates, and a while back I had some subscribers mail me a whole bunch to make a hutch. It came out looking fabulous. When I went down to the dealership the second time, they didn't like it. They wanted it removed because it, I don't know, it looked tacky or something. I don't know. So I removed it. But I gave all the license plates to my boss. They're going to go in our customer bathroom. So plenty of uses for license plates though, really. So a lot of people here actually. I was surprised to see as many vendors out here on a Saturday. Now granted, Saturday is the busier day and Sunday's usually the quiet day. But they had a lot more vendors there this Saturday. And it's been probably a little over a year since I've been there. But there was a lot of people. So look at this really cool bull. Tail had realistic balls behind it, which I thought was hilarious. Then they had this wagon that they did out of horseshoes, a stallion, couple of horses, looks like a lion too that might have got knocked over. I wanted to kind of pick it up, but it's not my artwork and I didn't want him thinking that I knocked it over, so I just left it there and kept walking. And he had some pretty cool Aztec guys kind of dancing around the desert playing a flute. Well, look at this rooster. This rooster was really cool looking. There's another little Aztec guy, and I think there was one behind it that had a mohawk that also looked like it got knocked over. Tragedy. It's really nice looking artwork too, really. And just, oh, look at this poor horse is leaning. That's going to fall on somebody. I don't know when they're planning on coming out and fixing some of it. But look at this wagon. This wagon reminded me of the Wells Fargo wagon, man. This thing was so freaking cool. Some real old school Western looking thing right here. I was just looking at the craftsmanship, the detail. I heard a couple of people talking about how they were going to offer the guy like $2,800 if he'd deliver it. I don't know that that's what it actually goes for. But just to kind of give you an idea of what people are willing to pay for something like this to have in the front of their yard. And it looks so freaking cool too. I mean, look at it. Look at all the detail and craftsmanship. And I don't know if that rust is real rust or if that was purposely done. I don't know, but just look at the nostrils, the mouth, the reins, the eye covers for it, the hair. Look at that wild stallion hair, man. It's just cool looking. Wow. My dad's done a couple of these. You guys got to check his channel out too. I'm going to post a card up here to one of his videos that he did. Oh, look at this musket. Look at this old school Western musket. That was cool looking. But he's done a stallion. He's done some cactuses out of horseshoes, just some really cool stuff too. So I'm going to throw a card up here to one of his videos, and I'll put his channel down in the description as well for you guys to check him out, because he does some of this kind of stuff, and I just think it's just some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen, and it really shows you what you can do, you know, as an artist and a welder. I just thought it was cool. Alright, so I usually go see my buddy Dakota Bob. You know, I haven't seen him in over a year. He looked like he was in pretty good health, but he was on his way out the door. But he's got a lot of like top-notch belt buckles, jewelry, real Western leather, cowboy hats, cowboy boots. I mean, it's more of a leather boots and hat shop really than anything else. But he's got a lot of other really cool stuff in here as well. In fact, he's even had some of my dad's artwork in here because he bought some artwork from me that I got from my dad, and he put it on display, and those were all gone within a few months, so I brought him some more. I haven't done those in a while, the horseshoe artwork, but I might kind of get back into it now that I got a better welder. And it might be kind of cool to see Bob a little bit more regularly than once a year. Look at this little cowboy outfit. Isn't that cool? 39 bucks, little vest. Oh, it's just, what a cool thing for a little boy. You know what I'm saying? And they had this little, I forget what, matador outfit. Little matador outfit. Thought that was pretty cool. And look at this little sheepskin vest. That thing was nice looking. And they had this little mannequin on display. I just thought that was kind of cool too. Look at the real, this dummy sitting in a chair with another little dummy. I just thought that was really cool. I like the way he had that set up. And then they had this tractor with this pet lion, this stuffed lion in there. This tractor operator for hire, and it's a stuffed lion. I just thought that was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, looks like we have a bunch of junk today. It's going to be difficult to try to sift through what's not junk and try to see if we can't find any special gems, but it just, look at how crowded it is. I used to go and sell stuff myself at the swap meet, and I never brought down, a trailer full of trash bags and broken down stuff. I don't know what's going on here today. I thought this was kind of cool. They had this parlor guy sitting behind the counter in this old building. Now their food is delicious. The Sky Cafe is just truly amazing with the chilies, and the omelet that I had was delicious. Love their food. Look at this old school refrigerator. Gas refrigerator at that. So I thought that was kind of cool looking. Look at this old stove. Can you imagine if a stove was like that? Jesus, I don't even know how old that thing is. And this old cabinet. So this might be something kind of cool if you're a woodworker. Bring that home, clean it up, maybe repaint it or something. I think it would come out looking nice. Let's see, you gotta, like I said, you got some screening material, but you gotta sift through the garbage. Some old pipe adapters and connectors in case you needed them. I don't know. I just had no interest in it, but I was just kind of trying to see if I could find something kind of hidden or laying around. This thing was kind of cool, a little palm tree lantern. This looked kind of nice. Now, I didn't want to buy it, but I thought, you know what? If somebody got really creative with some woodworking, look at this built-in cooler. What a neat idea to build a little table and chair setup for out the back patio made out of wood. And it looked nice. It looked like they did a really good job getting a closer look, seeing how they set the latch up for the lock. Then they had the screws and how they drilled it in with the handle. A lot of craftsmanship went into this. I thought it came out great. Whoever did this did a great job, I think. I don't know if it was bought like this, but I'm assuming somebody built it, and it looks good. Real good. All right, so I found this table. This was one of the only interesting tables to me throughout the whole entire Saturday that I saw. A lot of really old hammers. He had some old pipe wrenches. He had some old Craftsman ratchets. I mean, some of this stuff is like some old school metal workmanship kind of stuff. Granted, I didn't want to own any of it. I just thought it was really cool and interesting to share. Because, I don't know what I would do with it. I'd end up giving him my money and it would just sit somewhere as an antique. But I was kind of sifting around. I have no idea what these things are for. Then I was looking in this little tiny toolbox, just some junk in there. But a nice little box, nice little metal box. Here are some random drill bits. Looking for that drill chuck. Hoping to find one. I think I found like one or two, but both of them were real small. Nothing that was going to work for me. Look at this old school typewriter. That old school typewriter, that's something you're not going to see very much longer if you see them at all. Some kids might not even know what that looks like. And then I found, like I said, this old Craftsman ratchet, which I thought was kind of cool. Look, it has a V8V for the selector switch, forged in USA. That was some true craftsmanship right there. That's what I mean by they don't make them like they used to. That was a nice little ratchet. And then looking around, trying to see what else he had. Look at this old school pipe wrench. That thing was nice. I almost picked it up, but I think he wanted like 40 bucks for it. And I was like, yeah. And I put it right back on the table. He's like, okay, 20. I was like, nah, you lost me at 40 and I'm not going to give you 20 bucks for something that's just going to sit there. Look at this old school measuring device, though. It's like an outside micrometer, but just in an older style or fashion. I don't know if like jewelers use this to measure stones like diamonds with, but I thought it was pretty cool and interesting. And then I saw this other little measuring, I'm sorry, not a measuring device, it's a scribe. An old school scribe, so if you want to describe a circle, a machinist tool probably. Lance Patrick, let me know if that was a machinist tool. Alright, then last but not least, for our little adventure, they had the Crystal Cave. I don't know what their idea was going behind this, but overall, I gotta give them 2 thumbs up for creativity, man. It looked really cool. I'm not sure, but if I had to guess, it looked like they spent years of craftsmanship behind it and putting it all together. I'm not sure if those lights are supposed to come on, but it looked really good, I thought. Alright guys, so that'll pretty much do it for our swap meet walk around. Look, not every single state, city, or town has a swap meet, but if you do have a local swap meet, it might be interesting for you to take the family down and look around and see if you can't find a diamond in the rough or a sweet little gem that you might want to hang on to as an heirloom. I think the last time that I went there, like I said, which has been about a year ago, I picked up this old engineering drafting kit that reminded me a lot of the one that my, the leather tour, that my granddad had, made from Post Drafting Company. And I think I picked this whole kit up for like 10 bucks. This whole entire kit. And this had a little bit of, even though this was not my grandfather's, it was the exact same one that he had, but it had a piece of history behind it for me because when I was in geometry in high school, this was the kit that I used for my geometry class. I'm not exactly sure what he ever did with the one that he had, but he did say that he wanted it back when I was done with geometry. I didn't do very good in geometry. I think I failed out of geometry like twice. But at any rate, I saw that for like 10 bucks, a year ago, and I decided to pick it up. So like little things like that. So if you have an opportunity to go to a swap meet, I would say go. Go and check it out. Maybe you'll find something cool that you like. That's all I got for this video. Thanks for walking around the swap meet with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.